I born and raised in Muslim country. For me, Islam is easy, but there is people who born and raised in non-Muslim country. I wonder how struggle they are.
Prove to you that I'm a Muslim?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I'd feel as if I shouldn't have to prove that I'm a Muslim.
So give me the Shahada.
Oh my God. I know that that is like a saying where you say that you believe in one God and it's Allah, but I don't even know what the Shahada actually is. Is it like La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah? Is it that? I don't even know. No, it's Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. I don't even know. Is that the Shahada?
Today is a story of Muslim who born and raised in non-Muslim country.
As a Muslim who was born and raised in a non-Muslim country, it's been a real struggle for me to practice and maintain my religion.
Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah.
Okay. I feel like I should know that, but I actually don't.
So nobody told you?
No, I know that the Shahada is a declaration of your faith. That I feel quite embarrassed knowing that I didn't know what the Shahada was.
She don't realize Shahada is in Salah.
Of course, I know that because that's part of the prayers, but like, I didn't know that that was the Shahada. My name is Saman, I'm 33 years old and I am a British-born Pakistani. I have lived in the UK for the first 32 years of my life and only last year, August, I moved to Malaysia. I'm a teacher.
You're born in UK?
Yeah.
And growing up in UK?
Yeah, correct, yeah.
You've been surrounded by non-Muslim, right?
Correct, yeah, that's right.
How did it affect your religious belief as a Muslim?
It's a very good question. I feel as if my parents did the best they could living in a very non-Muslim environment, like in the sense of I went to mosque, that was like on a weekly basis to learn how to read the Quran from beginning like until end. But to be honest, I definitely think it's made a big impact on the way that I was raised. Because I've not been surrounded by lots of Muslim people, I don't have Muslim friends. Like I got my first Muslim friend when I was in my mid-20s. Like at the age of 25, 26 was when I actually made my first Muslim friend. And I must say, I really struggled. I really struggled connecting with other Muslim people. I always thought that every Muslim lived their life like the way that I did, like the do's and the don'ts of like Islam. Whereas as I got older, and actually when I started like to be on the dating scene to find a Muslim person, I realised, oh my goodness, the spectrum is so wide. Like you've got those that are quite traditional, quite backward, but then you've got those that are complete coconuts. We call coconuts those that are brown on the outside and white on the inside. They don't know anything about their religion, they don't know anything about their culture, they're fitted into the Western world a lot. So I think it's affected me in more ways than I think it has.
You are a Muslim,
Yeah.
but as you look at the video, you wear this dress, you present yourself as a non-Muslim.
Because when I actually went to the mosque, I wasn't appropriately dressed with regards to having full sleeves, full trousers, so I had to then borrow one of the cloaks and capes that was there.
The dress is for non-Muslim. As a Muslim, they should have the freedom to enter the mosque, but they choose to not.
So I guess you could say that was me being a bit lazy, me perhaps not taking the fact that I'm going into a mosque seriously enough. However, I do feel though like being brought up in the West, it definitely has made an impact in respect to how I am as a person. When I went to prom, some people thought that my dress was inappropriate, where some people were like, oh no, it's very nice, it's very modest. So I feel like there's lots of things that I'm doing right now that are a result of me being born and raised in the UK. I definitely believe, hands down, 100%, that if I was born and raised in Pakistan, I would not be doing half the things that I'm doing right now.
Now I start wondering how Western culture affect the way they dress when come to prayer.
This is something that I would wear when praying, and I'd put the scarf, and this is how I would pray. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to put my hijab on with the scarf that I've got, but the only downside is that it's way too silky. So you'll find that these scarves are purely just for fashion. It's going to slide off my head, and it is a big inconvenience. Oh gosh, see already I'm getting tangled up. Oh gosh. See, so like it looks pretty for now, but it's really, really silky and slidey. So instead I'm going to scrap this, and instead I'm going to wear my pashmina, which is a lot easier. So you'll see that this one sits on my head so much nicer and does exactly what I want it to do. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I'm now going to start praying, wearing my Pakistani outfit.
I feel like something wrong with her prayer dress, so I introduced her Malaysian prayer dress.
Do you know what I must say? I do find the Malaysian way, this one, so much more comfortable. Let me just make sure it is it's the right way around. This is so much easier, honestly, because the thing is, you're not faffing around, putting a fabric over your head, trying to pin it in. It's just easy. It's like, I'm free, it's easy, it's simple. I felt it's so much easier wearing the Malaysian praying outfit. You're just free, you're covered, it's simple. It's straightforward. I like it. If I was to pray, this is something that I would choose over wearing my Pakistani outfit. So quite similar in the sense of I'm covered from top to toe. However, I would say with the Malaysian way, I realised that it's like a one piece where there is no shape of your arms. It's like a cloak all the way around. One thing that I realised earlier on today when going to the mosque, the Malaysian outfit, I was a bit like, I don't have to wear this because what I was wearing deemed to be acceptable. When I am praying, sometimes my scarf gets a bit loose or this may like flap around and it's a lot of like faffing around trying to fix it. With the Malaysian one, I think it's so easy because you've got the one fabric. I feel very Malaysian, like I've never prayed namaz wearing something like this before. And you're just praying, there's no faffing around, it's quite easy and it's quite smooth and quite straightforward. Oh my God, it's so scary. I was just saying that I really feel like a VIP right now. I've got the whole mosque to myself. This is like unheard of.
Now, she feels the freedom inside the mosque compared to the last time when she was in Pink Mosque.
Yeah, I'm just getting really warm. What's the reason that I don't want to wear the hijab?
It's too hot or what?
Firstly, as a child growing up, I've not had any woman or women around me that have worn the hijab. So therefore, it's not kind of normalised that for me, if that makes sense. Like I know that when you go into a mosque, you cover your head and that is something that is required of you. But I think because my family, when growing up, they haven't worn the hijab, it's not really been something that I have to do, if that makes sense. Like I know that women wear the hijab and they choose to wear the hijab and cover up, and I think as a Muslim, we should be doing that. Of course, I understand that, but I just feel like with me personally, with the way that I've been born and raised, it's just not been an expectation, it's not been forced on me. It's just when you're in the house of God, in a mosque. So in answer to your question, it's just not been something that I've been pressurised to do, and I've just not had anybody around me who's worn the hijab, so therefore it's not come from me.
This illustrates how growing up in non-Muslim country can affect one's behavior in terms of practicing Islam.
I think it comes back down to that. I think the more that you're asking me questions about growing up in the UK, growing up in a non-Muslim environment, I think that definitely has had an impact on me.
How about your daily meal?
It was difficult. Many a times I've become okay with the idea of being a vegetarian or pescatarian. So look, everything here is halal. Even if everything is halal, they would even put it on again, just in case, you're confused. So over here, got the halal logo right there. Oh my goodness, you can actually have the meat here. It was quite exciting, But this confuses me because surely every place here is halal and only the non-halal thing should be highlighted. But yeah, halal certified. See, so now I feel like I'm in England.
Have you eaten non-halal food?
Never. That is one thing that we've been very, very strict with, is that, is having halal meat. And if at any point we're unsure, we would always ask. And we've been very kind of aware of that. So here they have got signposted if things are non-halal. So everything here is halal and non-halal is signposted. Where in the UK it's the other way around. Everything is deemed to be non-halal unless it's signposted. So I guess that's a major difference here. And I guess even if it is halal, they still signpost that it is halal. And if it's non-halal, they signpost that as well. So basically, you know where you stand here.
How about alcohol?
Yep, never. I've never drunk alcohol ever. So it's very obvious that we're in a non-halal area because there's non-halal meats, there's non-halal alcohol.
You know, there is a hadith said that when Allah created heaven, it created with its own people. He did not add more nor subtract from them. The fate has been decided whether you're going to heaven or you're going to hell.
Right.
I'm not trying to try to give you advice or something.
Yeah.
As a friend, I just want her to think deeply. Which one are you?
Which one am I? As in like heaven or hell?
Be a true Muslim, no matter where you are.